See if you have any weapons.
Don't touch me.
Come here, come here.
I do not consent to any search or seizure. What are you, the feelings police, or are you law enforcement? Go enforce the law and leave me alone.
Let me move back a little bit. I'm gonna move my car through here.
You're gonna move your car into this?
No, I'm gonna drive through.
So am I in your way? How am I in your way? Are you gonna drive into that?
Hey folks, welcome back to our channel where we talk about important issues in our daily lives. Today we have a story that makes us think about our rights, what the police should do, and how these things happen in the places we go every day. Imagine you're on a public sidewalk, thinking you have the right to be there. Suddenly you're in a tense situation with the police, and they say you're trespassing. This isn't just any argument. It's a clear example of how we need to balance our personal freedoms with keeping our society in order. Join us as we talk about an incident that makes us question authority, understand our rights, and see how recording things in public can help make things clear and responsible. Let's explore this interesting situation and think about what it means for our community and beyond.
You?
No, I'm just out here doing some filming.
Okay, so one of my employees said you were rude to him.
Oh, I was rude?
Why you were taking a picture of the car and...
Okay, yeah, I could do whatever I want out here with the pictures, man. I'm in public.
You said to move along?
Yeah, I said if you don't want to be on the camera, then keep moving. I'm in public. I could do this.
Okay. Well, I just talked to some people. We don't know what. Really, you're making people uncomfortable.
Okay, that's not illegal, sir.
So for that reason, I'm just letting you know, we're going to contact authorities and let them talk to you.
That's fine. I'm not going to say much more than I am to you.
No, that's fine.
So, I mean, I have a right to be out here. I'm not on your property. Can I ask you a question, though? Because I looked at the survey through the town hall and stuff for your property lines. Does your property line start over there at the sign where it states no trespassing, or is it pretty much right here? It's right here. I thought it was.
Close to the, yeah, you're not on.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to go onto your property. I mean, I have no reason to unless you're inviting me in. Do you have a business card?
I might. I just might.
I won't make you go back in and get one, though.
No, that's all right. But like I said, people.
So you calling them?
I understand. They just felt you were rude. So
Yeah.
they're like, okay, someone's outside.
So what I don't understand. Yeah, but what I don't understand, right, is that how people don't want to be on camera. Thank you. How people don't want to be on camera while I'm in public, and then ask me, they actually stop the vehicle, say stop recording me, and then expect me to stop my recording. How you doing? Good, you? Can I get your name, badge number?
Officer Rizzi.
What is it?
Officer Rizzi.
Rizzi? How do you spell that?
R-I-Z-Z-I.
R-I-Z-Z-I?
Yeah.
Okay, your badge?
96.
96.
Yeah. What's going on today?
Nothing much, man. I'm not going to answer any questions, so you can just turn around and go.
Okay, well, I just got one thing to tell you, okay?
Yeah. Is it a directive?
What's that?
Is it to not go on the property and give me a directive?
Well,
Because you guys can't help yourself. It's ridiculous, dude.
What do you mean?
Because you always have to give directives. You always have to say something to me. And
I don't even know who you are. I've never talked to you before.
that's fine.
Yeah. So
So you got 2 units here for somebody filming?
yeah, listen.
You almost hit me, dude.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, listen.
You almost hit me, dude.
Yeah, whatever.
Why are you coming up to me like that?
What?
Why did you come up to me that fast? I asked you a question. Why did you come up to me like that?
Okay.
Because it's a car and cars drive on the road, not people walking.
I'm not walking. I'm actually on an easement and you almost hit me.
Where's
Look
the
how
easement?
close you are.
Show your camera the easement. Go
I
ahead.
know where the easement is.
Show your camera.
What's your name and badge number?
What's that?
What's your name and badge
6'7",
number?
McCullough.
What is it?
6'7", McCullough.
6'7" McCullough?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you show your camera the easement?
No, you're a tyrant, dude. Get out of here,
Show the
dude.
camera
Go.
that
I'm not
you're
even
lying.
talking to you no more. Just screw.
Show the camera
You
that
almost
you're
hit
lying.
me. You came up to me going about 20 miles an hour and slammed on the brake.
Camera that you're lying.
No, screw.
You're lying.
Screw.
Show the camera.
Screw.
You're not going to show the
Get
camera
out of
that
here.
you're lying?
Am I being detained?
No.
Then leave.
No, I don't have to.
No, you will leave. You're going to leave before I do, buddy. No, I'm not going to listen to you. Don't step up on me and walk away.
Who is this guy?
Don't flank me either.
Huh?
Don't flank me, dude.
Are you a football player?
You think I'm fucking, huh?
I don't even know you.
I don't care. You're going to know me. Don't flank me.
Huh?
Get back over there so I have both of you in my view.
No.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I know how to play this game. You guys want to fuck on me and then act like a tyrant, dude. You're gonna get a complaint on you for almost hitting me over there. You went about 25 miles an hour.
Don't walk up behind me.
You went about 20.
Don't walk up behind
don't touch.
me.
Don't even come
You
near me, dude.
understand me?
Don't come near me.
All right, see ya.
Back off.
See ya.
Back off.
Don't walk up.
Why? Is that illegal?
I'm gonna turn around.
Is it
and walk
illegal?
away. What's that?
Is it illegal?
To walk up
You feel
behind me?
uncomfortable?
What?
Do you feel uncomfortable?
I do when you walk
do?
up behind me.
Yeah, you know how many times in the world that we feel uncomfortable?
Hey, dude, step back.
I'm not gonna
Step
touch
back.
you. Don't worry about it. You got a gun, taser, and on.
back.
Relax,
Step
buddy.
back. Step
No. Watch out for the truck.
Step back.
Watch out for the truck.
Alright, listen.
No, I'm not gonna listen. You're gonna leave now. Back up. Go. Go do your job. Go do your job.
I just got. Can I say?
No,
one
I
thing?
don't want to hear it, dude. I don't want to hear it. This fool over here almost hit me over here going about 20 miles an hour.
I understand that. Can I?
No.
Can I talk to you? Can I say
Don't
one thing?
walk up on me. You see this? So you can tell me not to walk up on you, but this coming up on me? Really?
How about this? This distance.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's work on your training here, okay? And de-escalate the situation because this over here just pulled up on me about 20 miles an hour.
Can I just say one thing to you?
What are you, the feelings police or are you law enforcement? Go enforce the law and leave me alone.
Listen.
Don't give me a directive because I'm just going to walk away.
Okay.
I don't need to hear about going onto the property. There's a
Walk away,
trespassing
that's
sign
fine.
right there.
All I'm telling you is, there's people that work here.
And they're uncomfortable, right? They're
Okay,
uncomfortable?
that's it.
Okay, and what are you, the feelings police or are you law enforcement? Go enforce the law and leave me alone.
Listen, I gotta answer calls, okay?
Good, go talk to the calling party then.
Because of something that you might be doing, that's why I'm here. and that's
Go
all I'm
talk to the calling party. Tell them I'm within my rights and I'm not on their property.
That's fine. I've
Hey,
talked to you.
I'm gonna check to see if you have any weapons.
Don't touch
on you.
me.
Come here, come here, come here.
I do not
I'm gonna pat
consent
you
to
down.
any search or
I'm gonna
seizure.
pat you down for
I do
weapons.
not consent to any search or seizures.
Okay, there we
You
go.
have
You
a
don't have any
hammer on
weapons.
Yeah, you just wanted to touch me, didn't you?
Take it and stop walking up on me.
Don't say, oh, you touched me, dude.
I did, and I'm.
Yeah, I know.
It's called a Terry pack.
Yeah, oh,
Okay?
really?
You can
It's
Google
a Terry
it.
stop. Is that legal?
Exactly.
Is that legal right now?
It is.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a
is.
Terry stop in New Hampshire.
Oh, really?
No, there isn't.
You're a smart.
Not
guy.
unless you're being entertained, buddy.
I think you need to go to Riverbend.
Oh, really? You're the one who just touched on my dude.
Dude, stop. Stay back.
No,
okay?
get back in your car and leave. You feel uncomfortable, I feel uncomfortable. You can touch me, dude.
Stay back.
No, you just put your hands all over me. Those
Stay
grimy
back,
little
please,
shitty
stay
hands,
back.
dude, that you probably beat the public with. Yeah, just get out of here, dude. You're making yourself in the department look like ass.
Think he's okay in the public? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Listen, if they want you off the property.
I'm not on the property.
I know.
I'm not on the property. I already talked to the manager, okay?
Listen,
Stop. I don't need to hear the directives, dude.
But I'm talking to you right
No, I'm not listening to you.
I will get out of here.
You are going to get out of
I
here.
gotta say one thing to you. Okay?
Of course, one directive, right? You can't help yourselves,
Do
dude.
not bother the employees.
No,
If they ask you-
tell them not to bother me, dude. They're the ones who just stopped over here.
If they ask you to leave, you gotta leave.
No, I don't. I'm on a public fucking easement.
But if you go on their property.
I'm not going on their property.
Why do you keep calling it a public easement?
This is a public road.
It's a road.
It's a public road and there's a public easement right here. There's no sidewalks.
So
Are you
point to the
stupid?
easement. Point to the easement. Point to
You're
the
an idiot,
easement.
dude. You're an idiot.
Please point to the
How long you
easement.
been with this department? How many complaints you have?
I just answered the question. Can you please point to the easement?
The easement's right here. There's no sidewalk.
That's not a road? That's a road, right?
It's a road, and when there's no sidewalk, it's called an easement or a right of way.
Okay, look up easement.
I don't
okay?
need
'Cause
to.
You're wrong.
Okay. All right, buddy. I'm always wrong, right? But you guys are always right. Hey, I'll be filing a complaint on you for almost ramming me off the road.
Perfect.
I know. It doesn't go anywhere, right? It doesn't go anywhere, though, does
We
it?
can use it on evidence.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
The main point of this situation is about whether someone has the right to record things in public, which is usually protected by the First Amendment. Courts have said that people can gather information about what government officials do in public places and record things that are important to the public. But when you're recording in public, the idea of having privacy goes down a lot. This means that what the person is doing might not break the law, as long as they're recording in a spot where people shouldn't expect much privacy. Now, the police officers are asking for the person's ID and proof that they're a journalist. This brings up another legal idea. The right to stay anonymous, especially for journalists. The highest court in the US has said that staying anonymous is important for the press and groups that speak up. While the officers might be worried about security, questioning the person's right to report without a good reason might be going too far. The officers are saying they're concerned because of past threats against the police. This worry is not unreasonable, but it needs to be balanced with people's rights. Usually, there needs to be a good reason to think someone is doing something wrong before stopping them. Just refusing to show ID or talk about a journalist's job shouldn't be enough reason on its own. This whole debate about needing permission to record in public brings up a bigger question about where the line is between public and private spaces and what rights people have in those places. The person saying they don't need permission follows the general rule that public spaces don't give the same level of privacy as private ones.
How you doing today? How you doing today, sir?
Good. Name and badge number, please.
Sergeant Merton.
Sergeant.
Badge number 2148.
Your name again, I'm sorry.
Sergeant Merton.
Merton?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Badge number 2148. Reason we got called out here, two reasons. One, I'm sure you probably know the post office called on you.
Of course.
All right, so they're telling me that you've been notified not to loiter. Is that correct?
No one's talked to me about
Nobody's
anything.
contacted you? Okay. And then the second one, obviously, as you know, you can't be standing in front of the driveway where they're going in and out of.
Right,
On the sidewalk, you're fine. When I first drove by, I saw you over here in the driveway.
No, I was never in
You're
the
actually
driveway.
right here, sir. So, all right.
so-
I know you're recording.
I have it on camera where I
I
was
know,
standing.
but I also drove by, I also see where you're standing.
Okay, so...
All I'm advising you is that be careful so you don't get hit by a car.
Okay, sir, I'm 42 years old. I know not to get hit by a car.
Okay.
So you know not to tell a grown man not to get hit by a car.
Okay, but there's always two parties of people getting hit. You can control where you're going walking,
Right.
but there's also drivers.
I
We gotta be
also
cognitive-
understand
Yeah.
where not to stand.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
So I don't need to be told where not to stand.
Well, I'm warning you so you don't get hurt and so nobody else hits you.
Okay, I don't
make
need to be
sense?
I don't need to be warned either.
Well, I am warning you, so
Okay.
it's already been taken care of.
So you can do that if you'd like, and that's fine.
That's perfect.
However, I don't see the point to that because, like I said, I was standing right here the whole time. I crossed
Okay.
to record the other side,
Okay.
but I was never in the driveway, and I never was blocking cars.
Well, I just got here, so I don't
So-
know what the post office is seeing.
Okay.
They're telling me, like
Okay.
I said, I told you why they called me.
Well, that's fair.
So you're telling me they haven't contacted you. I will
No
contact
one-
them.
no one's
They're
contacted
advising
me.
that you were loitering.
Loitering on the public sidewalk, is that even a thing?
No.
No. Okay, so please let them know that that's not even a thing.
I will talk to them. I just want to let you know why I'm here talking to you.
Okay.
Go, so I have no reason to detain you.
All right, very
All right,
professional.
you bet.
Appreciate
Oh,
your
you bet.
contact.
Appreciate you.
Thank
Have a good night.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you very
Hey, this cop didn't violate any civil rights, but just for giving so many directives and cop-splaining, here we go.
much.
Yeah, be safe.
This was a decent interaction. However, I just hate it when cops talk to citizens like we're 5 years old. This cop's main issue was with Valley Community Watch being in the driveway, but this cop pulled up and blocked anyone from entering the same driveway. That's some cop logic for you. Rules for thee, but not for me. Also, this cop lied saying you were standing in the driveway, so he's just like the rest of his gang. That's why he had to take the walk of shame. Oh, and Valley Community Watch,
This situation is a great example of how knowing your rights can make all the difference when you're interacting with law enforcement. In the video, the person filming is exercising their First Amendment right to record in public spaces, which includes places like government buildings and correctional facilities. Even though the officers try to shut it down, saying it's a safety concern, it's important to understand that filming in public is generally protected by the Constitution. When the officer demands ID without any clear reason, that's a red flag. The law states you don't have to show ID unless the police have a valid reason to ask for it, like if they suspect you of committing a crime. In this case, the person filming isn't breaking any laws, but the officers continue to escalate the situation, even trying to pressure the individual into complying by calling the situation a security risk. What's key here is that the individual stays calm and keeps asserting their rights. By not backing down and politely standing their ground, they're showing that it's important to stay informed and confident when faced with situations where your rights are being tested. Filming public officials, especially in government buildings, is not just a right, it's a crucial tool for holding them accountable. So remember, next time you're dealing with a cop or any authority figure, be aware of your rights. Don't let them push you around or convince you to give up information you don't have to share. Keep your cool, stay respectful, and most importantly, know your rights.
We're right here on East 11th and 9th Ave. like they're taking someone into custody.
You guys found the rest of his property?
No.
Does Marie have it?
They're right over there. Cameras in back? No.
Yeah. And those pictures is his too. Of the belt.
That's Sergeant on scene right there.
You guys take care of you. You're doing a great job here.
Also, running traffic, I think one shooting like a fight. 11 I'm up there. I get that he was full of fight. Suspect. On the ground custody. That's pretty good proof. Brains got
Turns out that he's sitting in his car right here in the street road. Hispanic guy comes out here and he's Hispanic guy kicks the property, the tire, and the cable. He's like, hey, you can't do that. Get out of here. Shoot him away.
Let me see you move back a little bit, move my car through here.
You're gonna move your car into this?
No, I'm gonna drive through.
So am I in your way? How am I in your way? Are you gonna drive into that? What a dumbass. Hey Hatcher, what's your name?
Officer A. Hatcher, 9832, Oakland Police Department.
Take a drug test. Crackhead. Ugly ass. So her car was right here. I'm standing right there. How am I in the way unless she's gonna drive into that? It's just a bullshit order to be able to run her mouth to try to tell me to do something. Ugly ass bitch. Look like a little weasel.
I got his right wrist, and then he was rolled up like this, right? And so I'm getting the pressure, he's trying to get up.
What'd you say under your breath as I walked away? 2 followers on Instagram? Who said it?
I said it.
You said it?
Yes, sir.
You want to say it for the camera?
I said that you have probably 10 followers on Instagram.
Oh. It's your badge number, Parker.
My badge number
You like talking when people walk away like a
is
coward?
9792, sir.
All right, coward.
Would you like me to write it down for you?
You can write it down if you want, punk. I see you're busy stuffing your face.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now it's yes, sir. When I was walking away, it was talking about me, huh?
Would you like to speak to a supervisor?
Did I ask for a supervisor?
Just ask him.
How you doing, Lee?
Not too bad.
Thanks for the professionalism.
It's just per our policy we have to ask. Do you want to speak with
It's per your policy to make fun of citizens as they walk away from you.
the supervisor?
I didn't request a supervisor.
Just thinking.
Smartass offered me a card written down with some info of his on it, so I'm waiting for that now.
Is it okay, we'll just have you back up.
No, I'm not gonna back up 1 inch. I'm on a public sidewalk. Anything else to say before I walk away? Or you like talking behind people's back like a coward?
I have nothing to say.
Nothing now?
No.
Okay. You coward. Got him in the back of the car right there. How you doing, Sergeant? Can I grab your name from you real quick?
Sure, what do you want my name for?
What
do you need my name for?
Just requesting it.
J Ladd. And
J
my
Ladd.
Serial number is 9365.
Could I ask you what was going on? Just like brief description.
Something about somebody fighting a security guard with a stick.
Oh, he was fighting them with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's blood on the leaves over here too, so the security guard got hit with the stick.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's what brought all the police out.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No medical transport?
Apparently the security guard had a laceration on his hand.
Ooh-wee.
From getting hit. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, over.
Yeah.
You got another call you headed to?
I got to take care of all this.
Supervising?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
You good?
I'm all right.
Okay, have yourself a good day.
Hey, you
Happy
too.
holidays.
Hey, you as well.
Some other Oakland police officers, such as Officer Ladd, were cooperative and provided information about the incident. However, Officer Hatcher's lack of professionalism created tension, highlighting issues of abuse of power. The area was also being filmed for the Freaky Tales project, which increased police presence and made the situation more complex. Leave the number 5 in the comments if you believe Officer Hatcher should be fired.
So folks, in our country, United States, the issue of recording police activities, including their vehicles, involves balancing individual rights with public safety. The First Amendment protects the right to free speech and the press, which includes recording police officers in public. Court rulings have confirmed this right because it helps keep the government transparent and accountable. Police cars, funded by taxpayer money, are public property, but that doesn't mean individuals can use them freely or without restrictions. Laws are in place to ensure public safety and order. Recording in public is a right, but it's not unlimited. It must be balanced with concerns for safety, law enforcement effectiveness, and privacy. Police officers must follow the law and can't stop someone from recording unless it truly disrupts their work or poses a safety risk. Misunderstandings about these rights can cause conflicts, so clear communication and respect are important. Knowing your rights and responsibilities and officers respecting the public's right to record helps avoid problems. Legal cases like Glick versus Cunefe 2011 support the right to record police in public spaces, reinforcing the importance of transparency and accountability. In summary, recording police activities is a protected part of free speech, contributing to government transparency. While police have safety concerns, these must be balanced with the public's right to document their actions. Understanding and respecting each other's rights helps build a cooperative relationship between law enforcement and the community.
How you doing? Good. Can I just get your name and badge number, sir?
It's going to be Deputy Rupert.
Thank you.
Badge number 9132.
What was yours?
Deputy Daniel.
Tell me your badge number.
10210.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was very vigilant of signage, make sure there's nothing that said no trespassing or anything that would prohibit foot traffic or pedestrian traffic.
You see how this is fenced off?
Yeah.
So this is property that's going to be belonging to the business here.
The federal public property, right? Yeah. So
right, but it's not. You see how there's a lock on the fence and whatnot. So it's open now, just for ingress and egress.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain to her. She wouldn't let me tell her. And I'm not touching the vehicles, by the way, but I was explaining to her it's open. There's no signage that says, you know, we can't come back in here. I'm just getting some pictures and video of the, you know, vehicles that we pay for as taxpayers, and I'm not gonna be back here too much longer. But she started making a scene. She's like, all right, stay right there. So I stayed.
Yeah, I understand. Well,
I was waiting for you guys. Yeah, so I can explain to you guys. Yeah.
Do you have any ID on you?
No. Why would I need to give you ID?
Just so I know who you are. Just
No.
so I know who I'm talking to.
No,
you know
there's no crimes being committed. My name's Zach.
So can you go ahead and leave the property?
I will in a little bit. I just want her to learn her lesson that this is, you know, it's on her because she doesn't have the proper signage up here. If there's no pedestrian traffic back here, they need to have a sign that says no trespassing, or there needs to be something that prohibits, you know, such traffic.
There's a whole gate.
Okay.
We don't have
Yeah, and it's wide open.
Once you see these here, you don't come back here.
Yeah, so go ahead, leave the property right now, because there is a boundary line that's for this property that separates from the general public
How
to
about
their
this?
property.
You don't have to say anything to her, but I'll probably be like a few more minutes after you guys leave. I'll head out just so they don't think you chased me out of here, because that would defeat the whole purpose of what I'm doing here.
Sorry?
I said once you guys leave, don't tell her this, but I'd say about 5 minutes after you guys leave, I'll head out, probably less than that, just so she doesn't think you guys chased me out of here. Does that make sense?
I mean,
because it's on her. You know, the reason this is wide open, you know, for Kingdom Come.
I get it.
Just waltz back
and
in
I'm
here.
sure she's going to learn that lesson.
Yeah, I'm sure
and
she
we'll
will.
talk to her about the proper signage, like you said.
Yeah, and I will
did.
leave. I'm not gonna stay here beyond closing hours or anything.
Yeah.
I think they close in an hour, so anyway. But I'll be out like a few minutes after you guys leave. So
Okay, no. Well, you're going to have to leave now.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
We don't have
Let me ask you this: you
on the
seem like a
property
decent
here.
guy. If I don't leave, what's gonna happen?
Potentially, it would be trespass after warning.
Yeah. So I'll leave withstanding. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't want to leave willingly, but I will leave under threat of arrest. That's what I'm getting at.
So technically, this is their property. It was open for the vehicles to come in and out, but she has asked you to leave. So it would be trespassing at this point.
Would it be the same if I was inside the building or outside the gate, or is it just because I'm in the gate? Because if they asked me to leave and I was inside the building, would you guys try to force the trespass, or is it just because we're out here?
No, if you were inside the building and they asked you to leave, they're allowed to ask any
Yeah, but they can't.
building to leave, and
It's a
they
federal.
would trespass you.
It's federal property, which is owned by the taxpayers. So that's my whole point here, is that they can't just try. It's not a private business. You know what I mean? As a taxpayer, I have to be breaking the law, A, or B, I have to be disrupting business. What I was telling her was, I was asking if I was inside the building, which say I wasn't out here, inside this fenced-in area. If I was inside the building, they asked that you guys have me trespass or leave. Would you guys enforce that trespass? If they simply just said, well, we don't want him here because he's filming or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be private property.
It's not private property though. This is federal property, which means public. It's owned by the taxpayers. So it'd be just like going to a city hall or going into your sheriff's office. I can go into the lobby area, publicly accessible areas, film all day long until you guys close. There's nothing you guys could do about it.
Right.
I've actually done that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. With federal property, it's, you know, not state or county or city, but it is federal. So it's a government, you know, entity basically. So
Right.
I know they're probably leasing their property, but it works the same as if it was like a standalone, you know, government building.
Yeah, I'm sure you've done this a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
You said you've been to our office, our substation right there.
I think so,
Like
yeah.
Underhill Road?
I know Detective Weaver over there.
Okay,
Good guy.
you know him.
Yeah, good guy. He's helping me with the case right now.
With the case?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of case is that?
It's another case that he's working on pertaining to recording in public.
Oh, okay.
Where someone had the wrong idea that it was private, but it's not private. Like, this is not private property. This is, again, it's public property, federal property. So if this were a private business, you know, it works a little bit differently. Somebody says, I don't want him here because, you know, it's my establishment, I own the place. If I looked the wrong way, they can kick me out. But it's the way it works in public property, you have to be A, breaking the law, or B, disrupting business.
Okay.
And all it says is don't block the entrance, which, you know, I'm very careful not to do that. So.
Well, you do understand that in the confines here, right? You've got the enclosure, the curtilage of this property here, right? It's fenced off right here, all the way up to here. There's a lock on that fence right there as well, right?
Yeah, I understand. And there's other post offices that their vehicles that doesn't have a fence. and you're allowed to go take a look at those. It doesn't, having a fence doesn't necessarily make a diff unless, you know, it's closed off or have a sign, there's no trespassing, or prohibits foot traffic in any way. So that's all. And again, I'm going to be reasonable once you guys leave. A few minutes, couple minutes after you guys leave, I'll head out. But I've already been inside, so I don't need to go in there. But but it's public property, so that the public rules or public laws pertain to that. It's not a private business. I'm just trying to help you not get those two things mixed up.
What's your first name?
My name's Zach.
Zach?
Yes, sir.
All right, Zach. Well,
yeah, I'm not posing a problem back here. They
You're
can,
not touching any vehicles?
No. I mean, I could check the tires, or I'm not doing that, but I mean, technically, I could, you know, check the tires or something because we pay for the postal vehicles as well. I could, but I'm not trying to agitate her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just existing back here basically and taking pictures. So that's my purpose. But yeah, once you guys leave, I'll head out. Otherwise, we can go the route. If you guys want to enforce the trespass, I'll leave under threat of arrest. Just mind you, if I get standing, then I will take it to court. I will hold you accountable. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
if I wanted to do that, I would just be quiet and let you mess up. You know what I mean? I'm trying to educate and trying to, you know, work on my story. And once I'm done, I'll head out shortly.
We believe that your rights.
First Amendment rights, yeah. Freedom of press.
Go ahead and infringe those, of course. So we're gonna try to figure out what we got here. And just talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all consensual, right? So, yeah, if you want to explain to them, you know, that what they need to do to prevent members of the public from coming back here, there's ways to do that. And then, seriously, once you guys leave, I give about 2 or 3 minutes, I'll just head out just so they don't think you chase me out of here. And, I'm saying, that's all. I'll wait here. Thank you.
In this situation, it seems like there was some confusion about rights and how they're applied in a public space. The person filming was just doing what they believe is their right, recording in a public area. The library staff had a concern because they thought the filming was disturbing, especially in a children's area. But here's the thing, just recording in a public space isn't illegal unless it crosses a line, like causing a disturbance or breaking a specific law. In this case, it doesn't sound like there was a disturbance happening. The auditor even mentioned that they weren't recording kids, but the officer was still pushing the idea that it could be disorderly conduct. Now, about the officer's actions. She was trying to do her job, but the auditor felt that the officer wasn't being clear enough about the rules and was using intimidation tactics. It's important that law enforcement officers are transparent about why they're asking you to leave or stop doing something. The officer didn't identify herself, which added to the tension. But legally, you have the right to record in public, and unless you're breaking a specific law like trespassing or creating a disturbance, there shouldn't be an issue. The whole situation could have been handled better with clear communication from both sides. The auditor wasn't causing a problem, and if they weren't asked to leave or told they were violating something specific, there wasn't really any reason for the police to escalate things like that.